gangbangers that are destroying property and tagging property. What do you think ought to be done with them? I'm tired of having them run loose the next day and show up in school.
Absolutely. I think first off, we have Chief Riggs is going to be a big help. He's a new chief of police. I got a chance to meet him and talk with him before our bar meeting. And he is on the right track. I think first, graffiti is really an end result of a problem that we're having with gangs. And that also goes along with gang shootings. As we hear in other parts of the United States, if there was a shooting, a drive-by shooting, it would be all over the news. We've come to accept that, right? We've come to hear, oh, it's another gang shooting, and we shouldn't. We really shouldn't. So I think we need to be very hard on gangs. And then graffiti as well, there need to be punished, and as part of that punishment, if there is going to be some sort of probation for first-time offenders, they need to be out scrubbing that graffiti off. And they need to be paying back the property owners for the cost of it, right? Well, there's a lot I have on here, but honestly, you'll have a lot of candidates to hear from. And, you know, I really said a lot of what I had to say. And I tell you, I would love to talk with each and every one of you. There's an email and phone numbers on there. If you would call me, I really do enjoy sitting over coffee and talking politics. I think that's really neat. And my end statement, I guess, would be, ladies and gentlemen, please, let's not vote for politics as usual. You have a choice. Finally, in the Republican primary, you have a choice. Please vote to make a difference. So, thank you.
Thank you, David. Next, we're going to have our congressional candidates. This will be the Republican candidates for District 27. These will be the people vying to unseat Solomon Ortiz. Woohoo! Okay, we chose numbers beforehand. The format's going to be similar to the last format. Each candidate will, when they are here, will have 10 minutes on the prepared questions, which they already have, and then we'll take 10 minutes of questions from the audience. So they have a total of 20 minutes. When we chose numbers, Blake Farenthold will go first. Jessica Puentes-Bradshaw will go second. James Stewart will go third. And last but not least is Willie Bateman. So we're going to ask everybody but Blake Farenthold to please leave the room. And do we have chairs for them to sit outside?
No, we're making them stand against the wall.
This is Blake Farenthold.
Good evening, and thanks for having me, and thanks for participating in the